everyone, I hope you are all doing well. Today I'm going to review for you a new fragrance that I have just been trying for the past week and I'm about to finish the sample. This fragrance is going to be the Paco Rabanne 1 million Prive, and I was really curious to try this fragrance after I heard Steven from Redolescence talking about this fragrance, that it is really good, and I think he included it in his top 10 fragrances to be worn during the fall. This is a new fragrance, 2016 release. It is described as a balsamic sweet tobacco fragrance. So I'm going to tell you what I think about it, who would like it, and yeah. So this fragrance has only 6 prominent notes. 2 in the opening, which are orange, mandarin orange and cinnamon. 2 in the heart, which are myrrh and pipe tobacco, and 2 other notes in the dry down, which are tonka bean and patchouli. What do I get when I spray this fragrance? For the first, let's say 10-15 minutes, you get this very straightforward, sugary, super sweet, fruity cinnamon. It is very strong. So the cinnamon in this opening is really very detectable. It is not mixed with other kinds of spices that you might miss it. It is cinnamon, actually a cinnamon flavored gum, or probably these candied apples that have this sugary syrupy coating, brownish in color, and it tastes like cinnamon. The spirit of Christmas, probably mulled wine, who knows. Anyway, you can't miss the smell of fruity, strong, sweet cinnamon. The heart really gets this fragrance going. So after 15 minutes, you start to smell this pipe tobacco coming to you. And the note here, the note of tobacco, is very good. I smell it more than I do smell the myrrh. Myrrh is a bit churchy, resinous. This is so nice, so elegant, so earthy, but still so playful and a bit fruity. So I do not have any complaints about the heart. But the problem is, when you smell it up close, you are going to start catching whiffs of this very sweet cinnamon again. So it is better to smell this fragrance from a distance. However, the problem remains is that the projection of this fragrance is very bad. When I went out wearing this fragrance a couple of times, it is a bit windy. I couldn't smell it at all. If people are just sitting around you, they are going to be able to smell it. However, outside, never, although it is super sweet. It is definitely not my favorite fragrance when it comes to warm, spicy, sweet fragrances, but it smells good. My problem with it is the projection and longevity. It really doesn't last so long on the skin. I'm not sure, probably on other people it might. The dry down, now I've applied it for about 1 hour and a half. It is starting to gain this patchouli tonka spirit. If you love cinnamon, very strong smelling cinnamon, sweet in nature, I think you will love this fragrance. However, this is not my favorite fragrance release in this family. I'm actually starting to get this impression that many companies now are trying to mimic the spirit of the original CH Men by Carolina Herrera before the reformulation. I do not want to smell the reformulation because I'm sure that it is going to be bad because so many people said that. However, the spirit or the smell itself is this very tobacco-y, fruity, sweet, but I'm not sure it's so masculine. These fragrances really lack this masculine element, including this 1 million Prive. It comes in an eau de parfum concentration, however it is not strong and it doesn't last so well on the skin. I think after the 6-hour mark you lose any trace or distinctive trace of this fragrance. You'll just smell something so faint, sweet and probably a bit spicy or vanilla-y, but nothing really impressive. So I was really disappointed with this fragrance. Not that it doesn't smell good. It smells good, but not to my liking because the fragrance lacks originality, and I'm really starting to get bored of all of these fragrances that carry the same spicy, sweet, probably leather and tobacco kind of aspect. And some of them deliver, some of them don't. Next week, I'm going to upload a video about fragrances for fall. You know, I do not like to abuse lists, but I think I have some good recommendations for this season. I'm going to mention some fragrances that might be similar or have the same character as this one, but they are way better. And of course, in every listing, I'm not going to tell people go and buy all of these. Probably you'd pick one and this would be your favorite. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. However, versatility of this fragrance, I think this might work in cooler weathers, because in this summer it is not really the time to wear this fragrance. All year round when it is a bit cool, yes, it could work. Age wise, no age restriction. I think everybody could pull this off, including women. It is not masculine at all, and this is probably the thing that made me don't care about it. And if you want to know my opinion about the original 1 Million by Paco Rabanne, I love it. So many people don't, but I remember that my husband wore it when it first came out, and it was something new, something that has not been overdone or abused, this type of fragrance. It was nice and it suited him so much, and it still has a tiny bit more masculinity than this Prive blend. Probably it smells more natural, better blended probably. But that other one, my husband, I think, finished 2-3 bottles when it first launched, and then he stopped wearing it. But now every time I smell that fragrance, I remember those times when I used to smell this on him. So I like that fragrance personally. If you didn't like the original, I think you might want to try this because you might like it. For me, it wasn't the fragrance that I would like to smell on a man, and it lacks in the performance level. So yeah, that's my review on this fragrance. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me and that you found this review as usual helpful. And of course, please stay tuned for next week's video, in which I'm going to recommend for you some fragrances to choose from for the autumn. Until we speak again next week, as usual, please be safe. Bye.